It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Jones. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott looking deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second and 4. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll set up to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. McCaffrey on the counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
47.
Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Harry. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches. Back to throw here. Open man has got it. It's complete.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Out of the gun now on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go, set. Go to the rail.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
He'll drop to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Looking to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, Broncos. George Kittle with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
First down, Prescott. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. That's complete to Slayton. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Prescott. Going up top. This is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, he's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw is Prescott. Dancing to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it. Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
28. Chargers 10.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Prescott. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Chargers 10.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 44 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Brandon Jones picking it up. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 6. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that would be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Harry. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. This one caught by Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll look to throw again.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. He'll look to throw. Touchdown!
Aaron Jones
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chargers 20.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA!
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
52, right, 60.
He'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Ready.
First down, Broncos.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's got some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go. Back.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Right. Right. Set.
They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers.
Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Touchdown, Broncos. Chris Godwin. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Chargers 26.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They certainly had the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Now Prescott. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Broncos up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Mevis on to attempt the point after.
And the lead is now an even 30.
Is good. Makes the score Broncos 56, Chargers 26.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offensive.
He's got a man, complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. A big play there for L.A. And even 60 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Prescott. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot now for Prescott. Steps away to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who kicks it. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was